It's Week 16 of the NFL. Are you ready for some football? It's the reigning Super Bowl champ.
Winter is just around the corner as you get a look at Bills Stadium just south of Buffalo, New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with their opponents. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at our home side in this one. They know coming in they've got to be at their best because they're facing one of the better overall defenses in the NFL.
And this is not one of the better offenses around in terms of running the football. So they understand that they're going to be put to the test a bit. The big plays in the run game, they haven't been there of late. So maybe that means we'll see them shake things up a little bit. Some RPOs, some touch passes, some draw plays, anything to try and gain a little bit of momentum.
And we are underway in Buffalo. Takes it at the 7. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What the columnists write? Possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll set up a throw. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They go play action here on first down. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. It's kind of a tricky time of the season because you're 14-0, looking to see this one out to the end, but you start to run into situations where guys are getting a little banged up. Maybe could use some time sharing, some time on the bench, just to rest. How do you approach the rest of this regular season?
I'm telling you, you don't ask the easy stuff, do you? I mean, you created a heck of a situation there, and actually you didn't create it. You presented it, and you're exactly right. It is tricky because your eye has to be on the ultimate prize, which is the Super Bowl. That's paramount.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a big play there on 3rd down.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Laviska Shenault with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Black Knights march right down the field on the opening drive to take a first-quarter lead. The extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Allen going to throw. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Allen. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Yes.
Very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
That's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. So that one will be accepted. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Allen now looks to throw. Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Knox. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that'll bring up 4th down. And now the field goal team on for Buffalo. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the 2nd half.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Sliding out of the pocket. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 40.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. Taken in at the 3.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we're into the final 3 weeks of the NFL season. A lot of races going to be coming right down to the wire. Before we get it back to you guys, let's check out what we have coming up this weekend on the Week 16 NFL slate. Some great games still to come. And I think we highlighted one of the better ones right there, as they'll square off against the visiting Houston Texans. Then, more good stuff to follow later in the afternoon. One good one being under the dome in Indy, where it'll be the Colts taking on the Seattle Seahawks. And finally, Sunday Night Football. They've got a good one lined up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for our visitors in the first half. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there. Final adjustments being made for the second half. So with that, we get you back up to Orchard Park and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, putting some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They go right back to Singletary. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10. On play action, Allen. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. A big gain there for the Bills.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
2nd and 2. Singletary again. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 38-yard line, 2nd and 11. And now they'll throw with Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That catch is number 819 of his career. It ties him with Hall of Famer Steve Largent,
who did things largely below the radar. Not this guy. 819 catches, that speaks loudly in volumes.
On 1st down, Allen looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And the return will stop right around the 25.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there. How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
They'll roll him out right.
He'll find ETN out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Baby, let's go.
So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
2nd and 8 coming up. And they'll go again with ETN.
Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Back to throw here.
To Chenault on the slant.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now back to throw. Steps away to his left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Jamel Dean right there on the coverage.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now As you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Out come the Bills as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Allen and the Bills now. Down by 10. A little over a minute to go. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out. Throwing is Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big play here for Buffalo. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. So he stopped for no gain. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Won't be enough, but here's a final chance at the extra point. The kick up and good, but they remain a field goal short as they wind up dropping this one by 3. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for our visitors, they are now 2 wins away from a perfect regular season as they run their mark to 15-0 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Bills, it's another loss as they now fall to 4-11. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers.